What if Deku was king from One Piece? Deku is a Lumerian, the same as in One Piece. But he was separated from the rest of his race because they were hunted down, deemed like too powerful of a race. That Quarks should be on top and not this race. Now, Deku, born of the Lumerian race, also has the quirk of pterodactyl. Now, because he's such of a rare and unique race, they took him to Island to, of course, do what any great scientist would in times of don't understanding, experiment. We go to Deku, who's currently in a cell as he's just tossing a ball, the only thing they would let him have, as he's trapped. As he constantly keeps eyeing all the doors, and also the see-through one-way mirror. So Deku cannot see the one-way mirror, but the other people on the other side can. But truth be told, Deku knows exactly where that one-way mirror is, as he keeps just tossing a ball. And Deku is stronger than a normal person because of his, bloodline. So every time they would go get him for experimentation, they would use some form of knockout gas. As they fill up the room with gas again, as Deku would just glare before just succumbing to the gas. They carry him on, a stretcher or something, and take him to the experiment table. As they're preparing to, experiment. No, David Shield does not have any relations into this project. This is another type of project. David Shield had no idea this was happening. As they're about to proceed with the project, then they hear sirens go off. As Deku thinks, what's going on? As he tries to break out of his shackles. As then we see someone break through a wall and looks at him. Hey kid, what are you doing here? As Deku would glare at this person, as he would hit the shackles with a mace, pretty much, breaking them. As he looks at him, as then he grabs a sword, which is just going to be a random sword at this moment in time. As then he would cut down the security with this person. So who are you? The name's Kaido, leader of the Beast Pirates, captain of them. Well, thank you for freeing me. As one of them would try to, hit Kaido's back, as Deku would jump over and slice the two people that were going towards to hit Kaido in the back. For that, I am ever in your debt. As Deku was taught in the ways of the Luminarians, which are loyal beings to an extent. They're loyal to each other, and they are very considerate beings, depending. As Deku looks up to Kaido. Well, you gonna stay here, or are you gonna come along? As we see Kaido on his ship, as Deku's staying below, after they had dealt with the security and escaped. As Kaido basically gives his hand out, as Kid King Deku would grab it, as he would get on board. It would be an honor to serve beside you, Captain. As, of course, because he's from a race that a lot of people would love to have their hands on, he decided to wear his king attire, the same as in, the One Piece universe. Now, just imagine him but smaller, as they would set off to the seas, and they would go to King's first mission. Or no. King on board the ship. As the Beast Pirates in this are mostly forward of animal quirk users. So a variety. We've got some ancient dinosaur fruit quirk users. We got some animal quirk users, pretty much. As Deku would be walking the deck, so this is where someone, I'm gonna say with a lion quirk or something, starts smiling him. What's a kid doing on this ship? As the man would put his hand on his mask. Hey, why don't you show me that face? As he wants to basically take the mask off King. As then, King, with no hesitation, pulls out his sword and cuts the man's throat before he lights on fire. As people see the wings, so they assume he's a, well, bird user or something. As Deku glares, as all the other men get on guard. As then this is where Kaido would be laughing. Yo, 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 whatever his laugh is. I don't think I can pronounce it, sorry. As he would laugh. Easy, this is your new crewmate, King. As King would be looking around. As King is already stronger than most of the quirk people on here. As he can change his durability into speed and his speed into durability, if I remember correctly. As Deku walks over and sees, well, Queen, who are you? As we just see Queen just messing with experiments. Sorry, I'm just trying to get a new vial of a little bit of a science project. As Deku just glares at Queen. As he turns around and starts walking back over to the ship. Well, we go to Kaido, who's in his, well, captain's office, just drinking some alcohol. As King would walk in. So, Captain, what's our goal here? As Kaido would finish drinking his wine. Why isn't it obvious? World domination. We'll wait before you're a little bit older, but we've already claimed a few lands of our own. Which are small islands currently. As some years would go by, as Deku is now, looks exactly like King. As he's flying over, just killing the resistance of this one village. As someone would shoot Deku, but the bullets would do nothing as they bounce off. As Deku then would just basically use his, well, fire and just obliterate the resistance of this village. They really think they could do something to the great King, one of his subordinates said. As King leads more of the air quarked beast pirates. So, people with wings, bird, butterfly, or whatever type quirks that are related to flying for animals work mostly under King. As King is very loyal, and he even has taught that they should never betray King or betray Kaido, because he will not hesitate to erase them off the face of the planet. As Deku would be walking through and just not caring about the people at all, just caring that he got the job done. As he starts to walk through a little bit more, keeping his eye on things. As then we see someone on a hill try to snipe King, hit him in his mask, as it would just reflect off, as King would look over before transforming to a pterodactyl and just shoot the ledge the sniper was on. As he plummets to his death, King moves super fast, decapitating him with his wing. As he's flying above, as the Beast Pirates are cheering, yeah, that's King! No one can beat the King of the Beast Pirates! Like, I believe he's the #1 commander of the Beast Pirates, if I remember. As, that's our #1 commander for ya! As he would give a glare to his men, as they would all quiet down. Listen, I want you to make sure that none of the resistance are left alive. If you have to use civilians as hostages, do so. If any heroes try otherwise, kill them. If they have not submitted to our payroll or decide to join us, they shall be executed on the spot. Do I make myself clear? Yes, King, sir. As several of them fly off. As he would observe. As then his phone starts to ring. As he picks it up. Yes. Hey, King, it's been a while. Kaido, sir. How are you doing wrapping up that little island I sent you to? The resistance have been well but pretty much annihilated. There shouldn't be any resistance from elsewhere on forward. We're currently eradicating the last of them now. Good, good. 'Cause I've got a little proposition for us. There's someone that owes me a lot of money in Japan. Could you possibly go visit him? And who might this person be? The number one villain of Japan, of course. All for one. I lent him a donation of money, saying he would repay it tenfold. I've yet to receive any payment from him, and I do not work with people that don't give me results. Of course. I will go there personally myself. I'll have a beast pirate ships head there immediately. We'll depart from this island in a few hours. Good. As we go to Kyle's perspective, as he's on a battlefield, currently destroying what seems to be a random country, as he's just taken over the land. They really thought they could handle the beast pirates here, as he had hung up on, well, King Deku. It only took us about a week to conquer this place. Not much of a challenge. As people are praising, as they would, of course, get the spoils of the war. As we go back to King Deku, as he's like, as he starts to press his transmitter on his mask. Listen, all beast pirates. You have an hour to eliminate the resistance. Then we make our way to Japan. I will not accept failure, so you better make it and be quick about it. As all of them agree, as he then turns into a pterodactyl, and then he would just zoom around the island, as he would destroy any people that would try to escape. As he saw a boat nearby observing, as he would go down in there and shoot it, blowing it up. Sorry, no witnesses here. As he would land on the boat's deck, as the two crewmates that survived the blast are on the edge of the boat. As he lifts his sword, no, listen! As then he noticed one of them has a hero tag. Listen, I can get you a lot of money. Like, the heroes of Japan will definitely pay me big time. And I can give it to you. Just let us go, and we shall not discuss anything about this. I don't trust people that spy on my captain's crew. As he pulls his sword, before decapitating as the man's body just turns to flames. As the other guy tries to, well, basically shoot King, but then we just see someone with wings just simply fire and hit the man in the head. No one should be able to even hurt King of the Beast Pirates, our number one commander. As he looks over at her, Sharon, what are you doing here? Is this person with wings? Oh, sorry, King. I was just simply observing and came and saw you all the way over here. You should be joining the others. After all, we have exactly 10 minutes before all the resistance should be done with. Unless you want to join the punishment I have planned. Of course not, King Sir. As she flies back to the island. Some of these people don't listen. As then King would notice something. As he would walk to a camera that was recording before grabbing it and destroying it. As we now go to Japan, as the heroes are in a meeting. As they had witnessed the scene. So that's King of the Beast Pirates. He seems strong, he's very quick. He destroyed it in basically no time at all. So, he just has basically a flying mutation type quirk. So it should be easy to deal with him. As All Might speaks up, after Endeavor just stated that he's the number one commander of the Beast Pirates. It's not going to be so easy to take him down. After all, the captain of the Beast Pirates is Kaido. It would take all of us combined to even manage to take him down. Imagine what his number one commander will be like. You're right. So how are we going to deal with him? Well, luckily he doesn't have any plans to come to Japan. He's currently off on some islands, and King is a very busy person of the Beast Pirates. I doubt he'd come to Japan anyway. Nezu says. But where's Kaido? We still have no idea where he is at. He's currently off in a foreign country, a bit far away from where King's location is. So we could just go over there, defeat King, arrest him, as then Nezu would hit the table. Are y'all idiots? You want to capture the #1 commander of the Beast Pirates, and have the rest of the Beast Pirates storm Japan? If we have trouble taking down, well, a commander, imagine what their captain's going to be like. We haven't even fought this King person. Guarantee he's nothing as these tales have been told about him, Endeavor says. You're a fool. Whatever. As Endeavor would get up and leave. So what are we going to do about it? What if he does come to Japan? Well, he is mostly considered of air forces, knowing King of the 1st Division. The pirates will mostly come from sea, so we prepare in our defense if they would. But I don't think they have any intentions of coming to Japan anytime soon. I've already formed the Hero Safety Committee that we should form at least some defensive measure against the Beast Pirates. As they would go on with the meeting and discussing more about countermeasures to how to counter the Beast Pirates, as we go back to King Deku, who's just sitting on top of the building, as the leader of the resistance got brought to him. As Deku checks the chime. 1 minute left to spare, I'm impressed. As he glares at his troops, then before focusing his attention at, well, the leader of the resistance. John Rossa, it's been a while. You were once the leader of this area working under the Beast Pirates. As Deku would walk around him. I want answers. Why did you decide to betray us? As the flame on his back gets bigger. There's nothing for my people to benefit with working with the Beast Pirates. You take most of our income, and our food supply. That is none of your business. We were letting you off with just the measly scraps. In fact, we let you at least to feed enough to feed the population. And we left you with enough money for the expensive defense fee. And I guess your new leader has already agreed to double the price, as long as we take no more food. He's way more cooperative than you were. After all, you didn't think I saw those smugglings you would do on our ships, stealing the money back to your own profit to pocket? No. I did my research. You were not to be trusted, as King Deku is the same height as King from One Piece, so he's really tall. As he stands way above the man. But for your service for the past few years, I'll let you go. As he would start walking away before he just gets decapitated and scorched alive. That's what I would have said if you haven't done so many deeds against the Beast Pirates. Come on, men. Load up the ships. We leave for Japan in the morning. As they all agree as they get on board their ships. As Deku would sit in the captain's chair of the ship. Before looking towards the map. Japan, supposedly the land where I was born. In this UA, he was born in Japan. I guess I could see what it's all about. Maybe I could get answers more on things. Of course, there's a bounty on Lumerian's heads for any of them that are alive. But my main priority, as he then just throws like a feather or something to a wall, hitting the picture of All for One in the head, is to meet with that man. If he doesn't pay back the Beast Pirates, I have complete orders to eradicate him. As he just starts to squint his eyes. Maybe I'll leave Japan in a smoking crater. As they set off sail for Japan. And hopefully y'all liked part 1 of What If Deku Was King from One Piece. Make sure to like and subscribe for more.